Cancer, welcome to your general overview. I hope you're well. I hope you are fabulous. Let's get into it. Show me. Show me what I need to see, please, for the Cancer Collective. Show me what I need to see, please, for the Cancer Collective. By the way, if you have not yet seen, I have started to release shorts. I am enjoying them a bit more than I had anticipated. I am. It's pretty cool. Some of them are satire as in comedy, and others are brief tarot. I hope you check it out. I hope you like it, but I do want to reassure you, shorts will not replace the in-depth readings. Okay? There's some concern about that. In-depth readings are not going anywhere, honey. It's just, you know, if you're on YouTube, shorts are the thing now, and it helps. It helps. So, you know, put our hat in that arena, see what happens. What's going on, please? Show me Cancer, show me Cancer, show me Cancer, show me Cancer, show me Cancer. Christina, is this for my Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus? Yes, no, maybe. The reason I don't announce it is because you'd have to watch anyway to see if it resonated or not. So like always, take what resonates, leave what does not, reverse energies as it applies if there's more than one energy on the board. Okay? Ace of Swords, particular truth, Ace of Cups, the Empress. Honey, slow down. Slow down. Oh, no, don't slow down, honey. Gorgeous. Let's see. Can we just stop? Bye. Let's just stop. Wow. I've got a truth here. I've got an Ace of Cups here. Strong truth. Strong heart. Strong energy. The Empress, that's either you or someone who is possibly new, on the verge of coming into your life in the recent past. I don't know. I don't know. I can't wait to find out. Let's keep going. Oh my, yes. Six of Cups. We got a soul bond here. Three of Pentacles. Friend soul bond. Page of Wands. Opening the energy up towards that just a little bit. Let's see what's up. Well, yeah, indeed. I want to know what's up. Seven of Pentacles. Queen of Cups. Expansion in the heart space and balance as well. It's a growing, steady thing. You're showing me strength of heart that's growing in a particular direction. It feels right to you. Okay, it feels very right to you to cultivate whatever this is. I just see your heart expanding in a positive direction as you continue to engage in it. Queen of Wands is in your general overview. Could be you. It could be someone's energy who's influencing you. I don't know. I can't quite feel it. And don't get me wrong, honey. I know you're a little haughty. I know. But I'm not convinced that it's you. Could be. You're showing me a lot of energy here today. Much of it is beautiful. Much of it is bold. I cannot wait to see these aces. Could be brand new love. And honey, they're coming in hot. That Empress energy. Someone who is strongly maternal, generous, very loving, very, very loving. And tends to be generous with herself. When she understands that she is loved and appreciated. This is self-empowerment. This is self-love, self-worth. You are either embodying these things as you discover your particular truth as it regards to your heart space and it opens you exponentially, or this is someone whom we want to connect to very much so. I got some Six of Cups, some soul bond energy that might be under kind of friendship type category. I don't know how they're related, if they are at all. We'll see. But we seem to be opening up our energy towards it a little bit with that Page of Wands, and then I just see you continuing to expand in the future in a way that's fair, balanced, but steady. A steady growth in the heart. It makes you feel good. Okay. And there could be some work activity in here too with that Pentacle energy, being as diligent as it is with the Seven of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles together like that. Yeah, there could be some steady growth in your financial world as well. Let's get cracking. Show me this Queen of Wands, please. Show me this Queen of Wands. Let's start right there. I'm very curious. That got my attention almost immediately. Show me that Queen of Wands. Show me the Queen of Wands. Show me the Queen of Wands. Show me that Queen of Wands, please. What's going on here? Death. Jeez Louise. Everybody's pulling that lately. Nine of Swords, the Seven of Swords. Ooh. Ooh. There was something here Somebody could not reconcile their thoughts. They were too difficult, and they felt like they were being led astray or possibly lied to. Somebody here saying, I was lied to, or I don't know what's going on. And because of that, whatever my energy is towards you is being killed. I don't know if that's you or whomever it is that you're connecting to. I honestly do not know. I was hesitant because it didn't feel like you. And it may not be. But somebody's here energy says, I can't get out of my head. I feel like I don't know everything. Seven of Swords. I feel like somebody's actively withholding knowledge from me, lying to me, or just not revealing the full extent of themselves. So even if it's not a lie, the Seven of Swords is an active withdrawal of information. I know it's there, but I'm not being open with it. It's kind of like a concealment of our thoughts. And somebody could not get out of their head that somebody else was concealing their thoughts, their truths, thoughts, feelings, secrets. And because of that, death here, it kind of killed some sort of connectivity where that person's energy comes across as, yes, beautiful, bold, creative, possibly fiery, temperamental, but someone altogether who is very passionate. And someone who is typically very, very passionate does not like to be caught up in their head. They like conclusive answers. It's someone who tends to be more fire forward, does not like being caught up in their head. I need to know what's going on. This is how I really feel, you know. And somebody's natural fiery instincts were impeded greatly because someone here felt that they were being lied to or actively being misled. And it's kind of killed the energy a little bit. Death. Now, whether or not that can transform, I do not know. How this comes into play with your baseline, we shall see. Speaking of which, let's get cracking. Okay, show me that Ace of Swords, please. Show me that Ace of Swords. Show me that Ace of Swords. Show me that Ace of Swords, please. Show me that Ace of Swords. Show me that Ace of Swords, please. The Emperor, Tower, Six of Swords. Damn. A truth was revealed. Somebody stood in their power and said, I'm out. I'm out. It was transformative. It required some information. Ace of Swords was revealed. It could be related to this in that respect of, I feel like I don't know the full truth and it stresses me out. I feel like there's information here that's either A, purposely being withheld, B, misconstrued, C, the concealment of someone's thoughts. The point is that somebody received enough information here to radically shake things up. The Emperor, somebody stood in their power, Tower, revelation time, Six of Swords, I'm out. So there was some sort of hard truth here. The thing is, it's not a fully revealed truth. Somebody honestly felt they were being lied to, but had enough information to change the dynamic. It's kind of like in the absence, because that Nine of Swords says I'm stressed. I don't know everything. Nine of Swords, Seven of Swords. I don't know everything, and I feel like something's off or amiss, or I'm being lied to or misled. And with a kind of hard understanding, the Ace of Swords, in that reflection, somebody here learned something the hard way. They may not have known everything, but it's kind of like, I know enough to change this shit. I know enough to stand in my power that I need to activate a tower. And so a tower came down and somebody's energy forcibly moved on. And it's coming in loud, it's coming in strong, and it's coming in as, you know what? I'm going to take care of this. I'm going to take care of this. In the absence of not knowing, or I feel like I'm being lied to, I gotta go. Okay? And somebody actively withdrew their energy. They did it harshly. I'm not gonna lie. It comes in harsh. It comes in fast. It comes in as I'm not taking shit. I can't be lied to. I can't be dealing with this. I don't know what the hell's going on. And then boom. The Emperor is activated in a very strong form under the Ace of Swords. This is what I do know. Ace of Swords. And they triggered a tower, and it was kind of loud. Harsh, maybe. It might even be a little assholey. But somebody honestly felt that they were acting from the correct space. They did, even if it is harsh or loud. So I don't know who that is. I don't understand the dynamic and how they play. I can't tell if this is the same person or if it was a cause and effect. Somebody might have been actively withholding their feelings about their passions, and there's an active disuse of knowledge about somebody's intentions with their fire or their passions. Either somebody feels like they're being lied to and pulled an ending, or somebody was terrified of really revealing their fire side or their passions or something like that, and then thus triggered the ending. I don't know. But there is a distrust here, and it's, if I'm this confused about where it's coming from, it might be from the both of you. Somebody here feels like they are being actively lied to and they couldn't think about it anymore. The withholding of one's thoughts, and they were tired of it. I can't. Okay. Or somebody's like, I have certain truths in me regarding my passions and intensity, and I actively withhold them. Okay. I don't know. So it could be a little bit of both here. I just know that somebody on a singular level and stood up and said, I'm not dealing with this. I think I know enough. And it is harsh. It is harsh. But I can say this, that Ace of Swords says it's honest, even if it was harsh. So I don't know if there was a straight up misunderstanding here. Someone did not explain themselves very well. They failed to execute the full extent of their thoughts. They failed to execute the full extension of their feelings. And somebody reacted and or responded to it. It's a little complex. Let's keep going. Let's see if we can continue to untangle this. Show me this Ace of Cups, please. Show me that Ace of Cups, please. Show me that Ace of Cups. 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 Usually the Six of Swords is a quiet acknowledgement of I need to move on mentally. But this person declared it very strongly, very harshly, I believe. Seven of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Okay. I see someone here investing into their own particular heart space. There was a very strong desire here that's self-love, it's self-care, self-worth. Somebody's showing themselves a lot of love. This is how I love myself. This is my worth. This is what I invest in. This is my practical side. I know what feelings are worth investing in. I know what heart space is worth investing in, and I have to concern me with myself first. That's all I get from this. Somebody says, you know what? At the end of the day, no matter what goes down, I'm responsible for me. I will always be my own best investment, and I need to put the quality of care back into myself. Okay. I am concerning myself with my household, my responsibility, my finances, and I'm concentrating on new opportunities, be it in work and love, a little bit of both. This person's energy says, I need to do what's right for me first and foremost. Everything I do has to come from a good heart space, and I have to mean it. But for the most part, I understand my self-worth, and my responsibility is to love me first. It's very strong declarative. This person could be you, could be them, I don't know. They're showing me double aces. In other words, they have every intention of making new investments in all the right ways. And again, that comes from a very undisputed understanding of what one's worth is. And they're saying, I'm looking at both. I'm looking at my heart, and I'm looking at realistic opportunities for the future. And it's interesting because it's past oriented. So I'm seeing somebody's decision making to put the focus literally on thyself, to invest in the best parts of them in accordance to their energy and understanding again what their worth is. Self-love, self-respect. Okay? And it could be you, could be them. I don't know. Show me the Empress, please. Again, more embodiment of that energy. Show me the Empress, please. Show me the Empress. Show me the Empress. This person, and it could be you, I don't know, but they're saying I know what my worth is, and I have to invest in me first and foremost, which I agree. All the best investments begin with the self. How you love yourself is how you love other people. How you invest in yourself is how you invest in other people. So if you don't give yourself full-time care, love, and attention, you're not going to give it to other people. So this person's marked with that particular emphasis. Everything begins with me. If I want the best, I got to make sure I'm quality, that I'm a quality person. And my investments will reflect that. Show me the, one more. Show me the Empress, please. Show me the Empress, please. Show me the Empress, please. The Hierophant, 5 of Cups, 3 of Wands. Oh. I'm so sorry. I have to do this interchange of this person or that person. I honestly can't tell. I honestly can't tell. And I will be honest with you when I honestly can't tell. The energy interplay between you two is very real. And it happens at a spiritual level as well as an emotional level. You might have some Taurus in your chart. Could be connected to one. We have some Libra here. A little bit Aries. Not that any of that matters, but just people like it when I call out the sign. I have someone here who very much misses the other person. Spiritually, at least with that Hierophant energy, they long for that Empress. They long for the embodiment of that nurturing energy, very nurturing. But mostly I think they miss the nurturing in themselves. Okay. I know that they're saying they're upset and that they're hurt with the 5 of Cups and the 3 of Wands, and they're looking outwards to the other person in terms of that connectivity that was very rich and very spiritual. How it got played out in the 3D is completely different than how you two experience it. We as humans tend to screw things up very easily, and that's what I'm seeing here with the active. I feel like I'm being lied to and I can't deal with this anymore, versus I can't reveal everything about myself, my thoughts or my feelings, and then we cause our own demise, and yet the energy between you two is pretty upstanding. You know, I have someone here who really thinks the world or feels the world of the other person, and they mourn them, at least on the spiritual level, as the Hierophant. And we look outwards towards this energy, kind of hoping it will come back to us with the 3 of Wands. You know, it is sadness, and I feel it profoundly from here. It's echoing in this person's heart. It's echoing in this person's heart, the loss. They have the qualities of the Empress within themselves, but they see it in you. They'd have to understand their own self-worth in order to really, truly gravitate towards whomever this is. The one who says, I have to put me first above all things, and if I'm going to make good investments in this life, I have to know what my worth is. They have those same skills and abilities. So while they mourn this connection spiritually, I don't know that the energy for them is activated in that same way. Interesting. Let's keep going. Show me that 6 of Cups, please. Show me the soul bond. Show me that 6 of Cups, please. Show me that 6 of Cups. Show me that 6 of Cups, please. Show me that 6 of Cups. All I know is that whoever stood in their power here really honestly felt it was the best course of action, even if it was harsh. Their energy is tied to this one. I think it's the same. This one's different. And somehow you both share this a little bit. Ten of Cups, Two of Wands, waiting. Five of Wands, conflict. Somebody here is frustrated that they would like emotional peace with their soul bond, that they would like to emotionally harmonize with their soul bond, but if they're frustrated with the Five of Wands, they're very frustrated on this concept of waiting, that they still look to this person's energy, that they would still gravitate towards it, that they would still like to harmonize with it. The soul bond is very important to the both of you at the emotional level. And this is where the conflict is born. It's like I can't seem to emotionally harmonize with this, so why do I keep looking at it? Why do I still long for it? And I do believe it's the same person because they've already showed me the waiting element and it's coming up twice. And this person, whoever this is, feels energetically responsible for trying to activate it or reactivate it or trying to re-engage with it, and it comes into conflict. The pride gets involved. They get frustrated at the thought, why am I the one that has to feel responsible for trying to bring this back together? Why am I looking at it still? Why am I still waiting for it? And that pisses them off too. There is that sense of, why is this my responsibility to try to harmonize this? I shouldn't just leave it alone. And it causes this person anger and frustration. There's bickering around this person too. I don't know what it is. There is some sort of bickering around this person. There's something here I can't quite see. There's some bickering around you or this person. Everything I said stands already. This person feels the pressure to harmonize this, and they don't understand why they feel like it's their responsibility, and it pisses them off. And then also that they still look towards the other person's energy, that pisses them off too. But there's some bickering around this person. It's not you or somebody. It surpasses this situation a little bit. What is this bickering? Somebody takes pride in the fact that they can typically emotionally harmonize their relationships, but they can't with this particular situation or person, and that pisses them off. It's like, how come it won't even out or smooth out? And that's because somebody here wasn't honest about their thoughts or their feelings. That's why it's not working out, quote unquote, like it does with everybody else. It's because this situation isn't like everybody else. I've always been able to fix my relationships. How come I can't make it? Again, it was born over here. Somebody wasn't being authentic. I don't know how grievous it is. I just know it was enough to cause this. You're not being honest with me, with your thoughts or your feelings. So, while there's a distinct absence of knowledge here, an emotional reciprocity, somebody says, I guess that's all I need to know. Ace of Swords. What is this bickering, though? I'm going to get back to that. Something doesn't feel right there. Show me this Three of Pentacles, please. Show me that Three of Pentacles. Show me that Three of Pentacles. Friendship, collaboration, a lot of little things in common. Show me that Three of Pentacles, please. Eight of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles. Judgment, yeah. Someone here is being told you'll get back what you put in. That's it. It's a really simple lesson, and it is a simple lesson. It's fundamentals, really. It is a fundamental basics. This is life 101. you get back what you put in. So the more realistic work we put into something, we get back from it. So if you want real results, you got to put in real efforts, right? And somebody's been marked with this lesson. It's really fundamentals. It's literally over the Three of Pentacles, and that is fundamental experience. That is basic life experience. Other than friendship and acquaintanceship and collaboration aside, that's the same principle at work. You know, we start something here, we work together, and then we have results, right? And with that 7 and to 8 of Pentacles, which is interesting because that's also in your future orientation, this is a concept as it relates to your heart space. The more you put into it, what you feel, the more you get back. The same is true for our real life relationships, work, everything. For some of you, FYI, you're going to experience an uptick in your work energy, for sure. Some of you might be starting new projects. Some of you might be going into business for yourself soon. You might be helping someone out in their business because there is a helper function in here for some of you. But yes, some of you are going to experience an increase in your literal 3D activity as it pertains to work. Outside of that, specificity. Okay, outside of that, there is a basic lesson here in judgment. You get back what you put in. The more real work you put into anything, the more you get back. And then essentially there's nothing you can't work through, assuming you have cooperation. And it has to be cooperation on both sides that is realistic and is sincerely meant and demonstrated. Okay. So while the work is here, the busyness is here, some of you made that judgment call to increase your coin, get yourself involved in particular projects, help people out, or people are coming in to help you. For others, someone here is marked with that calling. If you want to re-engage with this and make it work, we got to put more into it, not less. And that's true for anything. Love, life, work, relationships. It's a really fundamental concept. So that Page of Wands. I keep looking over at that like an eyesore. I want to know what that is. Show me this Page of Wands, please. Ace of Cups. 3 of Cups. We wish to reconnect with this person. Somebody does. They, you, them. I don't know. Cancer, I'm not fucking with you, honey. You know me. I would tell you if I thought this is you, this is them, this is you. I really can't tell. The energy interplay is interesting. It's interesting. Page of Wands, somebody's energy, no matter how small, is showing that they want access to this person's Ace of Cups. They, yours, them, I don't know. But somebody who is under that clear designation of I know my worth and I have to invest in my future accordingly. They don't really make too many arguments about this. They're very responsible. They put stability ahead, their household ahead of everything, right? Maternal, very strong maternal energy. I have to care for me and mine and put myself above everything if I'm to make good decisions and good investments. Whomever this Page of Wands is desiring this person's Ace of Cups under the 3 of Cups to rejoice and celebrate once more, to reconnect. And yes, there is passion here. Knight of Wands. There is passion here. But behind it is the beauty of authentic energy. Okay. Even if it's in the smallest of ways. It's almost sweet, really. And I do believe it's related to this judgment. You get back what you put in. So, we want this to grow. We would like to reconnect. The authentic emotion as well as passion is here. Whether or not it will happen, I do not know. But I do know somebody strongly desires to reconnect. On the forefront, it might come out as compromise energy. This is, again, 3D. You can't really fuck with that. It either is or it isn't, you know. You can't really fake a pentacle, you know. You either show up, do the work when you say you're going to, or you don't, right? How it plays out in the 3D is the very strong opportunity to cooperate, build each other up, take part in each other's lives in a realistic way. That's strong, fundamental, consistent. We went from a 3, 7, 8. Okay. Where the thing will continue to have roots once more, but what's behind it is feeling. Attraction, yes. That's not a fault, though. Is it buildable in the real world? Absolutely. Is somebody's energy opening up towards it? Yes. Will it happen? There's a damn good possibility. It's showing up strongly. Of course, I will try to remember to do a time check. I need to get back to this really quick. It's bothering me. What is this tension, please? I already described the tension as it relates to this, because that 6 of Cups is specific within whomever this 10 of Cups is. So whoever has all these emotional relationships, family, friends, they've kind of pulled that 6 of Cups aside and said, I typically can harmonize with many people, but for some reason this one's difficult and it pisses me off. And why does it feel like it's on me to fix it? Okay, that aside, there is some kickback energy here that I can't see. What is this 5 of Wands? What is this 5 of Wands? What is this 5 of Wands? Frustrations. Frustration with family, frustrations with work, arguments, disagreements. What is this 5 of Wands, please? Help me understand. For some reason, this feels critical to the dynamic. The Chariot, that's you. 7 of Pentacles, 7 of Swords. So there's the frustration. That 7 of Swords that seems to have caused so much problems. The active withdrawal or denial of our real thoughts and feelings. The shit we try to leave out, edit, delete. That 7 of Swords has caught up with somebody with the Wheel of Fortune. Cancer. Again, you, weird person. That what we tried to deny over time is becoming apparently more obvious. The way our heart was moving was so slow. And nevertheless it grew. But we denied this. And over time, that particular 7 of Swords has come to bite us in the ass. You or your person. Not really revealing our thoughts and feelings. That caught up to somebody. It caught up to somebody and is the source for frustration and the reason why we can't, quote on, just harmonize with this person like I do everybody else. I told you, because this situation and person, that includes you too, isn't like everyone else. For some reason, this 6 of Cups person was exempt from somebody's full thoughts and feelings, and they actively withheld, and that's what caused the problem. And that's the tension, and that's where somebody feels that pressure. It's on me to fix it, and that's not fair. That's actually not true. It is that person's responsibility that if they choose to fix it, they have to do less of this and more of this. Being honest about what was growing there the whole time. The strength of someone's heart. It might have been slow, but nevertheless it was there. That's why we can't, quote-unquote, harmonize with this 6 of Cups like we can everybody else in our life. This person did not receive the benefit of someone's true thoughts or feelings, I believe. And it's because we didn't realize it, that the growth was so terribly slow. July might be terribly important for some of you. July might be very important for some of you. Okay. Speaking of which, let's get back to that Seven of Pentacles. Such slow, steady growth. Show me that Seven of Pentacles, please. Show me that Seven of Pentacles, please. There it is. I don't know what to do with that tension. I don't know what to do with that fight. Yeah. And I would tell that person the same thing. The exact opposite of what we did, withholding our thoughts and our feelings. Somebody's so confused. How come I can work out other shit with other people? Because this isn't the same gig, man. It's a completely different person. We can't treat everyone the same. Sometimes what we withhold the most is what the other person needs the most. But if we're in denial about what we're thinking and experiencing, or we can't say that, or etc., it's going to play out the way it's going to play out. And someone stood in their power and said, this is my worth, and I'm not taking anything less than that. But you, or the person whom you're dealing with, they're marked as someone who is level-headed, makes good investments that come from the heart and a realistic plane of existence. But I tell you what, somebody here don't take shit either. They're a little hard-headed. But from their point of view, they weren't wrong either. Show me that Seven of Pentacles, please. Show me that Seven of Pentacles. Let's see if there's any more to this steady growth of the heart, or just in your pentacle world. You're showing me both, actually. You might have some damn strong earth in your chart. You are someone whom I believe associates emotional growth with your material growth, for some of you. And that's fine. That's true for a lot of people. Show me that Seven of Pentacles, please. The Knight of Cups. Ace of Swords. Temperance. Someone needs time, literally, to warm up to their emotions, I see. Again, right here. And again, it's either you or them. I know someone here is very comfortable with saying what they feel and think. Who? Very much so. The other person, not so much. It wasn't for the absence of feeling, it was just in the absence of not knowing how to express it. And somebody keeps coming back to, how come I can work things out with everybody else in my life except this person? Because they're not like everybody else. It's more of a challenge. A healthy challenge, not a bad challenge. Somebody here is very slow. It's very slow to realize their emotions. And it takes time to see feelings, to really allow ourselves to feel those feelings. Somebody here does. Temperance, Eight of Swords, the Knight of Cups. I told you it's not for the absence of feeling, it's just allowing ourselves to become aware, like AI. We have to, are we self-aware? And there's that time again. Seven of Pentacles, again. Their feelings towards you, your feelings towards them. Somebody says it takes me a while to understand my feelings. It's not the most comfortable journey. And that's why somebody here actively withheld their thoughts and feelings. Somebody else picked up on it and thought it was malicious. Okay? And killed the connection. And they couldn't be trusted, or they couldn't be honest. Whereas somebody showed the exact opposite of that. And I was like, well, let me be very honest with you. And it comes across as harsh, so I don't know who is who. I don't know. The energetic interplay between you two spans over time. Alright, show me that Queen of Cups. And there's nothing wrong with understanding. Sometimes it takes us time to understand our feelings. But once somebody conveys them, the other person has that responsibility. You don't have to feel the same way, but being honest with what it is you do experience, that becomes somebody's obligation, yes. Even if it's like, I don't know what I'm feeling, then say that too. It's just as real or as valid. The point is, something needs to be expressed, you know? That's all I got for this Six of Cups, soul bond energy. This potentially very healthy and productive working partnership, yes? We would like to reconnect from the space of the heart, so I know it's authentic. I know it's authentic. But allowing ourselves to feel the authenticity of it, that reconnecting comes from a good place. Yeah, there's attraction. There's attraction. Okay, that's not a crime. So long as it comes from the heart, then it's a healthy attraction. Even if it plays out in the 3D as you and I can cooperate, we can get along. Okay? We need to mix both those worlds. That is the emotional application to the real world activity. Alright? That way we know it's real. And it'll show up for us again and again. So I don't know who the hell I'm describing. I don't know. Do me a favor though, do not send this video to your person. That drives me crazy, because I know many of your Cancers like, yes, that's exactly it. That's exactly it, Christina. I'm going to send them. This happens all the time, especially with Cancer. You guys, I sent your videos because they needed to hear it. Okay, they needed to hear it. I strongly advise against that, and I'll show you why. It causes resentment. Like, okay, your person doesn't know me from Adam. Okay, it's not going to help that you send a message that they don't know me. I'm a complete stranger to them, and just because it makes sense to you doesn't mean it's going to make sense to them. So please don't do that. Use the messages to your advantage to articulate and find meaning in them for you, and then you apply them thusly. Please do not send messages to your person. All it does is make resentment and confusion. And that's somebody's problem here, is that they need to use their own words. All right, so again, I don't know that it's you. It could be your person. Like, that's exactly right. You tell them. No, you tell them. I'm not your ambassador, honey. I give you the information. What you do with it is up to you. Use your own words, and somebody here needs to do exactly that. And if that's what you need from your person, you tell them. And if that's what they needed from you, then there's a good chance they told you that. Oof. I'm not gonna lie, that's some balls right there. It's a little sharp, but I'll tell you what, they don't fuck around. Somebody here don't. That's either you or them. Some of that Queen of Cups, please. I'll tell you what, they're like, I'm all about the authentic self. Let me tell you what's what. Ooh. Oh, shit. It's almost intimidating. I get it. It's almost hard. But it comes from that place of, this is what I'm typically like, and in this moment I had to stand in my power, and you know, I was kind of a dick and or asshole right here, but this is where it's coming from. In other words, I had a job to do. So somebody put their emperor hat on real quick, and but this is who I believe they really are, or it's you. Okay. Some of that Queen of Cups, please. Some of that Queen of Cups, please. Here comes the rain again. Don't you love the Eurythmics? Oh, be still my beating heart. Oh, the Lovers. Seven of Cups. Ooh, honey, your two's relationship, whatever the hell this is marked by the Seven of Pentacles. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now as time is the Seven of Cups, your heart space is opening back up towards this person. Again, heavy references to 7, 7, 7, 7. So it doesn't necessarily have to be July. But there could be some damn strong energy between you two around summer. Yes. But if you see any outstanding, if this resonates with you at all, if you see any outstanding references to 7, that's for you, honey. Our heart's opening back up towards this particular growth and the exploration of these particular feelings in the future. if it's meant for you, it will not pass you by. So not only do I see the strength of the connection, I actually see it being worked out in reality as well. I don't know what that looks like for you two. I don't know if it means happily ever after. You both seem to be settling firmly on the concept of realistic constructive efforts, bare minimum. But this time with the expressions of one's feelings for our lover. Your heart seems to be open and rejoicing, theirs. But given all this 777 energy, it's looking like it's the both of you. But again, those realistic efforts have to include the expression of our feelings. And there's going to be a variety of them, honey. The Seven of Cups is a variety. It's not just pleasure, happy, joy, sunshine. It's also pain, frustration, anger. These are all real and valid feelings. We got to express them, even if they're ugly. We got to express them, honey. Otherwise, we can never really build into our authentic selves, never mind build authentic relationships. And that's the only thing, as far as I can tell, that's holding up this particular freight train. Somebody wants to know, how come this Six of Cups isn't like everything else, that I can balance that shit? I can balance that, I can balance that, I can deal with auntie, I can deal with uncle, I can deal with mom, I can deal with dad, I can deal with bro, I can deal with sis, but that fucking Six of Cups, why? Why is it so hard? You know, it's like, if there was soul bond, Christina, why is it so complicated? It's not supposed to be easy. It's supposed to challenge us. You, your person, the both of you. The emphasis here in the real world is constructive efforts that are reliable, consistent, and have depth. But it has to come from a place of the heart. But here's the thing. The person who has spoken the least about their real thoughts and feelings, they actually have real thoughts and feelings that they have been avoiding for years, as far as I can tell. And it was overdue with that Wheel of Fortune. Somebody here with that Wheel of Fortune says, hey, bruh, sis, you're overdue for realizing this shit. You should have had these feelings and thoughts sorted out a long time ago. You have them, they're real, turn around and face them, express them. Otherwise your Six of Cups wouldn't be so hard. Right? And it's not a crime. Sometimes it takes us a while to understand how to express ourselves emotionally, especially if it takes us years to develop feelings or to catch on to them, or we're not used to these kind of complicated connections, and this can be intimidating, so time stretches out. Some of you are like, how the hell could I love that hard-headed, obstinate... I don't know where that's coming from. How the hell could I love somebody that damn hard-headed and stubborn and kind of so powerful? They just... But I'll tell you why. Somebody's energy here is incredibly generous and nurturing and loving and caring and compassionate, and they have such a strong sense of self for that reason. And honey, that tells me by default. It tells me by default. Whoever the other person is, they wouldn't have tried to invest in them unless they saw them that way too. I'll tell you, whoever this is, they're marked with the Empress. They have as much ability to love themselves and understand their worth as anyone else. I just don't know. You have fucking fun with this. It's a little bit of a mixture of you. There's some of that Six of Pentacles, please. Balance, balance, balance. As you continue to balance and constructively work through this relationship with this person, that way it has a higher probability of being there for you in the future, especially when you might need it the most, or they might need you the most. I don't know. I don't know, but it's like you two are both building a case, or you want to build a case for a potential long-term future. But it has to start with realistic investments, realistic effort of you get back what you put in. If you put in half-assed results, if you put in inconsistent results, if we're not honest with thoughts and feelings, that's the output we're going to get, baby. You want something solid that's going to be there for you in the future, then we have to put in those kind of efforts that match solidity concepts, even if it's slow growing. And it is slow growing. That's fine. But so long as the effort is real And I'm telling you, there's something here about the long-term energy that has yet to play out. It has yet to play out. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's yet to play out. To fully expand and explore what this is or what it could be in future. But we're not going to know unless we will. Cooperation isn't just about getting along and sharing pentacles. It's being authentic. How else are we expected to stick around if we think someone doesn't really have real thoughts or feelings for us, you know? That's it, really. Show me that Six of Pentacles, please. So don't sit there and scream at me. It's reverse. It's reverse. Honey, I don't know who is who. Like I said, have fun. All right? Show me that Six of Pentacles, please. When it's a difficult reading, suddenly everybody's screaming, oh, it's reverse. It's reverse. Let me tell you, I honestly don't know who is who, but I got two distinct personalities here with a damn strong combination of mutual effort that is highly plausible. That's the takeaway. There we go. There we go. Yes. 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 Thank you. Yes. Yes. That whoever here is marked with that pain. Okay. Heavy Taurus, a little bit of Libra energy in there. The one who... They got the goods. I know this person's got the goods, man. The one who waits and reflects back on this person, the pain. When we balance with this person again, you, them, the both of you, the pain alleviates almost instantly. And then, doesn't that truth feel good? Doesn't that truth feel good? This person's marked with the truth. Whoever has that Five of Cups over here, they're marked with the truth too. That once they re-engage with this balance, they feel damn good. And that's more of the authentic self. When we actually speak our thoughts, when we speak our feelings. It pulls us out of this Five of Cups crap. And we stop feeling bad. You two are showing me highly active, reconstructive efforts that come from a good place. What it looks like in the long term, I don't know. And neither will the two of you. Unless someone engages more with their truth about their feelings and their thoughts. But in a realistic way. I don't know what the long term is. I don't know. And neither will the both of you. Unless you're both willing to really put the work into it. I know, I got it. Somebody already did. I got it. But it's growing. And it makes the heart space feel really damn good. We must remember the Queen of Cups. She is emotionally expressive. The King of Cups, huge feelings, huge heart, but very firm for that reason. Doesn't tend to always open up. Queen of Cups is much more gentle. She's much more likely to say, I feel. Okay. And somebody's saying they feel really good about reconnecting and putting the work into this. What happens after that, I don't know. You seem to be showing me, the both of you, real constructive efforts. And I'm telling you right now, it's a judgment call for somebody to put in what they want to get out from it. And once that decision has been made, the good feeling between you two starts to flow once more. But from a healthy place. Okay. Now that we know what those are, now that we are actually giving words to our feelings and our thoughts, the connection becomes a lot easier. And that pain in the ass, Six of the Cups, why is it such a pain in the ass? It stops being that. Okay? I'm very curious about the long term. I just see the short term. And July is coming up like crazy. For some of you, that was just 777. Where's the hinge? The decision to put in realistic 3D effort. Once we acknowledge somebody's overdue for acknowledging their thoughts and feelings on this subject. I don't care how slow growing they are. I don't give a shit. You can have slow growing feelings, but once you own them, they're yours. You pull it into reality, you take ownership of it, and a huge part of you becomes relieved by default. There's somebody here who has not become relieved because they won't reveal. And once that happens, it's gravy. is gravy, baby. Okay, so let's talk about this. When, that's interesting. Telling me to use this one. The reconnection in a realistic way. When might this happen? When might this happen? When might this happen? This reconnection in a realistic way. When might this happen, please? Ten of Wands, the Lovers. No shit. It's a powerful connection, but it's also a difficult one. I couldn't tell. For somebody, the 10th, the 6th, the 16th of what month I do not know. Tension remains. You know, no shit. I understand tension remains. I got it. 10 of Wands and the 5 of Wands with our lover. I got it. We got tension here. We've got frustration. We've got anger. Again, why isn't this one like any of my other cups that I can fix? Lovers twice 60 cups. We got it. Strong connection, soul bond. It's going to challenge us more than our basic relationships with, say, auntie or mom and dad. Got it? That's why. I can't, like, don't tell me, you tell them. Okay. 6 of Cups. As I was saying, it's a little frustrating. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Now, I told you repeatedly, summer might be important. And so it is. I keep seeing references to June and July. I don't know what's bringing things together in June, but I see you two solidifying constructive efforts to cooperate and get along. 7 of Pentacles, it really hits stride around summertime. It looks like there will be reconnection by summer. Right now, we're still under too much difficulty, strain, and irritation. I wonder what prompts it. I don't know. Somebody opens up and take a risk. The Fool. It's like, I'm going to reapproach this. I don't know who it is. You, them. I have no idea. I don't know what prompts it, other than the strong connection. I'm saying I don't know what the justification is. I don't know how the communication will look. Honey, I don't know if you two run into each other at the mall. I have no clue. Okay? I don't know. Nine of Pentacles. Man, if somebody's pulling in the other person, the manifestation, somebody's pulling in that Nine of Pentacles energy, that independent, stand up on my own 2 feet, independent, somebody's manifesting that energy. That's the truth. Ace of Swords, 6 of Pentacles, there it is again. The 6th might be important. Of what month I could not say. A week. June, July. I want to know what the reasoning is. Justice. Somebody's much more comfortable with the truth and balancing the scales by that time. In other words, when we're ready to reconnect, we will know. We'll be ready to balance the scales and speak our truths at that time to that Queen of Wands. Somebody a little haughty. Could be Scorpio. Somebody here is associated with that energy combined. I don't know why I'm saying it like that, but I'm seeing them as one and the same. So whomever that is, okay. They're a reflection of that energy. Somebody's pulling this person in. Yeah. We're going to have a discussion about our self-sabotaging in terms of our emotional expression. The person who struggles to open up over time, they need a lot of time and a lot of patience to understand and realize their feelings. We're understanding now how that led to self-sabotage, not being able to express ourselves days again? Motherfucker. 67. June, July. 6, 7. And take action. God, I wish I understood the circumstances, other than the fact that somebody feels A, they need to balance this shit, and it becomes really imperative by June. And it also comes from a place of I need to feel better about me. I understand some things now about myself and where I went wrong and how I screwed this up. I'm going to try to rectify this situation. And that's when they become self-empowered. I told you, this person here with this Empress and the Hierophant, they have the goods. They got to know they got the goods. To self-empower, to speak their truth, to speak to their emotions, to claim it, to understand this is where I went wrong and all this other crap. Otherwise, they're very stable. There it is. There's the communication. And there's the constructive efforts. Authenticity leads to success. I strongly agree. I strongly agree. We are both very pleased to be putting constructive efforts into this. It's like you two have a background noise of what could potentially be in the future. Your immediate upfront energies as it concerns itself with the potential present and potential future all suggest let's work with what we can work with authentically now to try to repair the damage. But it's like you both have working backgrounds in both of your energies that says this could be something more later. There's a strong feeling of that there between you two, but it has no definition. I don't know how I know that. You two don't know how you know that either. I made that clear. Neither one of you knows how that's possible either. You just both feel it. So your immediate upfront energies, and realistically, once this reconnection takes place, and I have every reason to believe it will, I can't see the circumstances. I tried. The most I keep getting is 6 and 7. Neither one of you really knows how to define it. But there's this idea of reconstructing so intensely now because there's a potential future behind it. Huge emphasis on building space for each other, giving each other space in each other's lives to cooperate. Reconstruct, productive. The emotions for both of you are behind your efforts, so long as the efforts are real. And there's a hint of something more beyond that, but neither one of you can see it, you just both feel it. I don't know how to explain that. I don't know how to explain it. It just is. Okay. Oh, I had no idea. I got lost on this one. Very rich, this one. Very rich. And I honest to God, Cancer, I don't know who's who. I really don't. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate is different from you. Heavy soulmate connectivity. Let's make that clear. Let's make that fucking clear. Heavy. But you two, demographically, in 3D, you're not alike at all. We're talking age differences, race, ethnicity, religious practices. None of that shit matters. That's human crap. That's the check boxes we ascribe to. Age, race, weight, whatever. The soulmate where you two are bonded, where it actually counts, That's where that frustration comes from. How come I can balance everything everywhere else in my life except this fucking connection? And it's not because of your differences. It's because you both need to recognize where you two are the same, and that's where it counts. It's that soul bond that you cannot manufacture and you cannot fake it. You cannot reproduce it. It either is or it isn't. But I do know on the surface you two look very different, and that they're both worth waiting for. I'm not saying you should wait ever. The idea is, do you know what's worth constructing? That you may not see the outcome of it now, but that it might be something more to you later. That's what that means. I don't advocate waiting. And if this was a dick or an asshole or whatever, I'd tell you and be like, get out of there. What the fuck are you doing? I had that talk with Aquarius the other day. But it's, this one is worth waiting for. Keep an open mind. They're different from you. You know, I don't care about that surface shit, honey. You know, not that I mean to get personal, but with, you know, our first marriage, we were 10 years older than me. But we were like where it counted. You wouldn't know that we were different in ages. You know, the demographics weren't the problem. That was fine. You know, and I don't regret it. In fact, it was our differences that brought us together in so many ways. But fundamentally, we were like where it counted, and that means values. Understanding our self-worth, understanding where our love drives are taking us and why, and allowing ourselves to acknowledge it, open it, and accept to it, instead of hiding from it or dodging it, you know? None of that shit matters. Demographics, no. Does it come into play realistically? Like, say, if she's 20 and he's 60, she wants kids, he don't. Yeah, then you got some problems. That's where you come down to values. And I don't know if that's a soul bond thing so much as that's, you know... that is a relationship of demographic convenience for both parties. That doesn't mean they're soul bonded. But in this respect, you know, when I say it's not about age differences or religious practices or race or cultures or languages, it's not. There's just some things here where you two are very much the same. And some people emotionally develop in different ways from others. And somebody here is much slower to understand and realize their feelings than the other person. Yeah. So I'm saying make the effort. Whatever this is has a long-term surrounding it. I can't see it, neither can you, but you both feel it. And we want to make the effort because we know that there's something there that's holding out, that's worth building and constructing, that's worth it. You got to keep an open mind. Honeymoon phase, religious factors, more of that Hierophant energy. Pay attention to yourself. Okay, somebody saw the romantic feelings as a red flag, and you have to trust. So if somebody saw their natural feelings as a trust issue with themselves, they don't know how to trust their own feelings sometimes and allow themselves to be guided by it. In fact, they felt alerted by what they naturally felt, or came into conflict with what they understand their spiritual or religious beliefs to be, when in fact it's like, instead of looking at it as why am I so compelled to this and what am I willing to do about it, it was kind of like shut the emotion part down. Yeah, I got it. All right, that's enough of that. It's just interesting. It's very fascinating. Yes, there's a honeymoon phase, but this is honeymoon phase. I don't mean that you two are getting married. There's something here about holiday time, possibly. Taking time off. Holiday time. That we might have a chance to reconnect under the time of holiday, or somebody's taking vacation or taking time off. Trust all will be well. New moon in Virgo. Okay, leave the past behind. Okay, there you go. There you go, leave the past behind. You don't have to pick up where you left off. In fact, I recommend that neither one of you picks up where you left off, because where you left off was that somebody refused to fully disclose their thoughts and feelings because they were too busy rejecting them. They were, in fact, trying to grow into them. They just didn't know that. And even the Wheel of Fortune says divine timing. You're overdue to understand your feelings and thoughts about this situation. So, no, we don't want to go backwards. We want to go forwards, right? So leave the past behind. What was said and not said, and what was done and not done, leave that behind. Work with the premise of, this is what I feel and think, this is what I feel and think. Can we bring what we feel and think together and practically be in each other's lives and build trust and solidity? Because there is, and I have to insist upon this, there's a running background noise that neither one of you can see the future, but you can both feel it in some way. You have to trust that all will be well. Okay. Okay. Work through... Thank you, Spirit. I appreciate that. Somebody's advice somewhere. Work through your feelings. Like I said, someone here is marked as being clearly overdue for understanding those things. Stop leaving room for doubts and misconceptions and lies, and speak up for ourselves. Speak up for ourselves and thoughts and feelings, etc. All right. Oh, okay. Yeah. That's all right. Real quickly. Libra, time of justice, but balance, reciprocity. Somebody might have some very strong Libra in their chart, as well as Sagittarius, okay? W, E, we. Yes, there is a we here. There is a we here. There is a we here. I, big heart, come on, man. That's it. Oh, okay. Deer, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, Dragon, Aries, Leo, Sag. I'm coming across heavily as that Aries energy right here. Emperor. Roar. The tentativeness, the shyness, the apprehension of the deer. Octopus, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Goldfish, Pisces, but also emotional fluidity, being able to swim in our emotions. And then, of course, one of my favorites, big masculine glasses. Okay, that's enough of that, Cancer. I'll check up on you in a couple of weeks. I don't know what the reading type will be. Everybody, once more, is focusing. Actually, yours had quite a bit of concentration of real-world pentacles, too. Congratulations to you. It's looking like you're going to go through some sort of energy spike when it comes to work. However, since it was marked with judgment, and what I saw was the working premise of trying to repeatedly balance with somebody, and only one thing failed to be in place for that to happen, I saw it as a judgment call as it relates to that. You get back what you put in. And there is real room for authenticity here for the both of you. And while the growth might be slow, it is real. And there's that whiff that it can lead to something more one day. But not yet. Not yet. Okay, honey. Put in the comments as you see fit. I'll see you in a couple of weeks. Take care. Be well.